Hi there, welcome to Practicality Tuning. I'm Nick. Today we are testing the new GT from Suzuki. Stay with us. The new GT from Suzuki. It has the legendary K5 engine. It's the same engine that Suzuki uses on the crossover on the GX. We have around 150 horsepower, so enough power for the street. It's a very beautiful bike, has very good lines. I must say that I really like it. Look, very beautiful bike and very beautiful color. It's a high-end bike, it's a premium bike. Here we have the Brembo signature, the definition of quality. I won't go through the technical specifications, but has a lot of technology. But of course, let's put it to work. We have some raised clip-ons for a more comfortable riding position. They are not traditional clip-ons like those on the Hayabusa, nor are they a classic handlebar like on the FZ6 Phaser, for example. But let's hear the sound of the bike. Very nice sound, very beautiful sound, I would say. It actually sounds better in real life than it does on camera, just so you know. The dashboard displays a lot of information, all of it very easy to see, and navigating through the bike's menu isn't as complicated as it might seem at first glance. This windshield offers good wind protection, but it does create some noise. However, that's not really an issue for me since I usually wear earplugs on long rides anyway. This GT feels very comfortable. The riding position is slightly leaned forward, but the legs aren't tucked far back like on a super sport, not even like on a Hayabusa if you compare it to another sport tourer. The arms rest relaxed, making it a position well suited for touring. However, it does feel just a bit more forward leaning than on Kawasaki's SX. All in all, it's a very comfortable position. And since we mentioned Kawasaki's SX, this GT feels sportier, more powerful, it really is, and punchier. It's definitely more geared towards sport, and you can immediately feel the big Jigsaw DNA in it. Like I was saying, the GT has around 150 horsepower. You definitely feel that power. Overtaking is super easy and riding this bike is an absolute pleasure. It has multiple riding modes and I use the mode A, which I personally really like. The brakes, the brakes are very good. I never had any worries. Honestly, I would have liked a bit more bite from them, but don't get me wrong, it brakes and it brakes very well. The comfort is at its peak, both for the rider and the passenger. I say especially for the passenger because at first glance, the passenger seat doesn't look very inviting, but it's only at first glance. In reality, it's quite the opposite. The motorcycle reaches sustained speeds well above legal limits, and it gets to those speeds extremely easily. What I noticed at very high speeds, there's a very slight tendency to wobble, but nothing concerning. Personally, I think this is partly due to the windshield, which on the test model is set in the raised position. And since we are on this subject, the windshield can only be adjusted with special tools, not while riding. An excellent bike for sporty touring, but one that doesn't really like city riding and low speeds. It hits up quite a bit if used in traffic. However, if we are hitting the long road and want to get to our destination quickly at a steady pace and in full comfort, it handles those tasks excellently. It reminds me a bit of the Hayabusa. We could say it's the little brother of the Busa. But don't get me wrong, it's quite a strong and feisty brother. A beginner's bike? Definitely not. It needs an experienced rider to handle it and really unlock its potential. But if you are that experienced rider, you're going to love it, especially if you like to ride sporty. That's about it for the new Suzuki GT. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, and if you want to see more honest reviews about different bikes, stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and ride safe.